Oi my friends, this is Arthuss and today I want to talk about the dragon as a boss fight. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm trying to reach 100 subs till the end of April, so if you want to help me out, you know what to do. So, you probably know that you'll find the dragon in the dragon arena on the island, the Ragnarok arena, and the Vulgar arena. In all of those arenas he's one of the bosses, or the only boss in case of the island one. And the thing is, the dragon has an ability that will kind of change the course of the fight, will kind of transform your regular tank and spank fights to a mechanic fight, or at least if you're not like taking only magma swords. And the ability that does that is the fire breath, because the fire breath will deal a percentage of your dinos or your tame's healths. So pretty much, if you just are going for a tank and spank, you think that's the way the fight goes and you don't like have enough damage on your tames, or you don't position them the right way, you just lose everything you have within 5 or 6 fire breaths. So if you're still going into the, let's say, the Ragnarok arena and you're just whistling your tames into aggressive on attack your target on the dragon, what you'll have there is a DPS race, because you'll have to out damage the dragon, and by out damage I mean you'll have to kill him before he kills you and your tames. But if you do the mechanic the right way, you can actually do like the Ragnarok arena on alpha with like first line Rexes with primitive saddles. And what I mean by first line Rexes, these are the Rexes that are like babies from your first couple of Rexes. So yeah, and here's how you do. The main thing is the fire breath, so you don't want to leave all of your tames on the same direction or the same way the dragon is facing. If he is facing like one direction, you have to make sure you have like 2 or 3 Rexes in front of him, and the rest of the Rexes needs to be around them. And that is because when he does the fire breath, he will only hit like a couple of Rexes. He will not hit like all of them or a big part of them, so you still have a lot of Rexes that will have a good amount of HP left. So there are 2 ways to achieve this positioning, and one is by putting your Rexes into different groups and then changing each group, like press a button, go to one group, whistle it, change to another group, whistle it again. You have to change the groups and whistle one at a time on the boss while still like moving it, changing his position. Or you can just like take 5 Rexes and putting like 5 on following, like on very high, and another 5 Rexes on following on high, then another 5 on medium and another 5 on low. Then you just have to like move them around the arena until they can get to the dragon from different angles. That's how you can pretty much do this fight with Rexes. So this is a scenario of if you're using like Rexes or maybe fairies or something like that. If you're using rhinos, I mean, if you have more people to go with you and you have rhinos, you don't really need to follow this mechanic. The thing is that if you'll be constantly running with the rhinos and you'll be avoiding most of the fire breaths and dealing a lot of damage. That's one way to avoid this mechanic. You won't actually negate it, but you'll kind of avoid it. And another bonus is that you can feed veggie cakes to your rhinos. That will help with healing them up. And as I said before, the fire breath will deal a percentage of your dinos or your creature's health. So your saddle doesn't matter. If you have an ascendant saddle with, let's say, like 100 armor, it doesn't matter. The dragon will deal a percentage of your dino's health. As you can see here, I have one Rex with a primitive saddle and another Rex with a ascended saddle, and the amount of armor in the saddle, you won't even be able to achieve that in official servers because there's a cap and that's already above the cap. So yeah, they're taking pretty much the same damage from the fire breath. The only thing that's changing is like his basic attack, like bites and swipes and things like that. So that damage is gonna get reduced. You're gonna get a reduction, but not the fire breath itself. And you might think like, well, if you're gonna follow the basic that we know about fire in Ark, that like fire deals the most damage to big carnivores, well, you might think like, well, I'm gonna take Terry's then. Well, that will not actually work, because Terry's takes as much damage as Rex's, so there's no point into that. So you either out DPS the dragon or you follow the mechanic. So to end the video, I'm gonna leave you with the footage of the boss fight that I did with, let's say, the first line Rexes with primitive saddle. Each Rex is running with around 17k HP and 700% damage, and I was able to kill or able to do the Ragnarok arena without losing any of them. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave it a like and subscribe to the channel, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.